Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. I know I am loving seeing this green in the market. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be taken as a signal to buy or to sell. But first and foremost, we look at these crypto bubbles. Wow, I like seeing it like this. It could give me that a feeling of excitement, especially with news that's flying around, which we're going to talk about today. But first, we're up 3 ranks to 68 with a 1.58 billion market cap, which is still very low considering Quant's technology. We're seeing Quant at $131 with a 24-hour volume of $45 million. We're up 1.6% in the hour, up 15.8% in the day, but still down 4.1% in the week. But remember, these prices upwards or downwards at these levels, I'm still seeing accumulation. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm here for the long term, as you know. I try not to get too emotional about all this, but we look at bull shark trading for our short-term trading signals. He says here, nice reversal from the absorption area, dip slightly lower to take some sell side liquidity before starting the push to the upside. If we see a reversal back to the downside, we'll be looking to lows of the recent move as we have a valid absorption area and liquidity. Volume profile and TPO is looking like a nice trending day, but also aware single prints are present towards the lower end. All in all, nice bullish break of the lower HVN with the 50 and the 100 EMAs looking to cross. The test will once again be the two other high volume nodes. A bullish breakout from these with volume could see Quant make a nice run up to the upside, and we can see these here currently sitting here. Will we make it up to these nodes here, which would be absolutely brilliant if we break them? I think we're going to see some nice upside. Now, if we look at crypto quant, we can see here the spot exchange reserves is slowly coming down, which is nice. We've still got 241,000 on spot exchange at the moment, which is looking good as well. We also saw yesterday some decent transactions, not the usual wallets that I track, but nonetheless, they still see value in quant. The first wallet was 1,272 quant, second wallet 1,039 quant, total value of $255,000. But we are seeing lots of smaller transactions, meaning people are starting to see the value in quant. Now, the news, as we've seen, BlackRock begins asset tokenization with the launch of Digital Liquidity Fund, which is absolutely amazing. The world's largest asset manager has taken the next step forward towards a single ledger, instantaneous settlement, and ending illicit activities in view of CEO Larry Fink. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has filed a United States Securities and Exchange Commission Form D for the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund. This marks the launch of BlackRock's first tokenized asset fund. According to the filing, BlackRock created the fund in 2023, but has yet to launch it. Form D is used to obtain various exemptions. BlackRock indicated that it is seeking an exemption under the Investment Company Act Section 3C, which exempts it from certain SEC regulations. The fund was created under the jurisdiction of the British Virgin Islands. The fund will have 100,000 minimum investment and will be offered to securitize a US digital asset security firm, which will also conduct the sale of tokens. The form shows 525,000 in sales commissions and indicates the size of the fund indefinite. The form was signed on March the 14th. The fund will be tokenized on Ethereum blockchain with an ERC20 token called BUIDL, which currently has one holder and $0 on-chain market capitalization, according to Etherscan. That website also indicated that the fund received a transfer of 100 million on March the 4th. So looking very, very good. He says, we believe the next step forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. That means every stock, every bond will be on the general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having tokenization, Fink added. So this is really, really interesting. Now, I posted this yesterday. The launch of BlackRock's tokenized asset fund on Ethereum signals a huge leap within the financial sector and tokenization. Now, bear with me. NXRA is actually at the forefront, providing infrastructure that ensures institutions can seamlessly integrate from the advancements in tokenization. Now, We also know that Alliance Block is partnered with Quant. We will talk about that in a moment, and it's very, very important because Alliance Block released the draft proposal known as ERC 7208 for the new Ethereum request for comments ERC token standard. The idea of a new token called real world asset is introduced in the Ethereum improvement proposal 7208. And Nexera is setting the standards on that, which is very, very important. So let's have a listen to what Larry Fink says here.
We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, QSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities around bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we could customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe, if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own share.
So tokenization is on the rise. And as we see here, just quickly, Quant Network and Alliance Block announce partnership. The new partnership allows Alliance Block to offer Quant Network's Overledger solution to blockchain projects. Got to remember, Alliance Block is creating the standard on Ethereum. Quant Network is pleased to announce that they are partnering with Alliance Block, an AI-powered decentralized investment and financing ecosystem, which allows corporates to quickly, cheaply, and safely raise funds, whether it be equity, debt, or tokens. There are major limitations to the current blockchain technology, and Overledger provides a unique solution by making interoperability between different blockchains very easy and straightforward. Overledger is the world's first blockchain operating system that not only connects blockchains to one another, but also connects existing systems to blockchain and facilitates the creation of internet scale multi-chain applications, MDApps. Now, I'm guessing this will not just stop at Alliance Block, although Alliance Block is setting the standards with regards to the Ethereum token. But we also see here, tokenized real world assets could grow to $10 trillion by 2030 as crypto converges to TradeFi report. Digital dollars, also known as stablecoins pegged to the US dollar, represent the first successful tokenization implementation, 21.co analyst said. The market for tokenized assets could reach 10 trillion in a bull case and 3.5 trillion in the bear case, according to digital asset manager 21.co, which is absolutely huge. Even $3.5 trillion is absolutely massive when you compare the whole of the crypto space isn't even worth that. Crypto is currently undergoing a maturation phase and increasingly integrating with existing financial plumbing. Regulatory restrictions and lack of standards pose challenges for widespread tokenization. Now, we see standards are already being created, especially by Quant, but also we're seeing some of these standards by Alliance Block. The market for tokenized assets could grow to as large as 10 trillion in this decade as traditional finance, TradeFi institutions continue to adopt blockchain technology. The convergence between crypto and traditional asset classes, including fiat currencies, equities, government bonds, and real estate, is experiencing an unprecedented growth. We estimate that the market value for tokenized assets will be between 3.5 trillion in a bear case and 10 trillion in a bull case by 2030. The forecast joins a slew of recent reports and predictions about the potential of tokenizing real-world assets. Crypto's buzzword for placing traditional finance products such as private equity, debt, and real estate blockchain rails. Bank of America, for example, said in a report that tokenization could transform the existing financial infrastructure, increase efficiencies, reduce costs, and optimize supply chains. A Boston consulting group report earlier this year estimated that the market for tokenized assets could mushroom to $16 trillion. Crypto and TradeFi converge via tokenization. Crypto is undergoing a maturation phase, and more traditional institutions will use blockchains and build products on top of them. Through this transition, Crypto will increasingly integrate with existing financial software and bring RWAs on-chain via tokenization. And we can see this report, tokenization market sizing, 3.49 trillion all the way up to 9.95 trillion. Currently, 21.co values the tokenized asset market at roughly 116 billion, with smart contract network Ethereum hosting nearly 60 billion of these assets, followed by Tron and Solana. Digital dollars, also known as digital stablecoins or cryptocurrencies pegged to the USD, are the first successful tokenization implementation, constituting 97% of all tokenized assets, the report said. Other tokenized assets, including US government bonds, experienced more than 450% growth this year, according to analysts. Surging interest rates on these traditional instruments fueled by expansion, surpassing yields available on decentralized finance, DeFi lending markets. So this is absolutely huge, and we can see massive growth in RWAs over the coming years. This is why I'm a long-term holder of Quant. Now, as we see here, as we go to the Quant website, we can see tokenization. Real world asset tokenization of digital asset creation is one of the most significant growth areas in finance, and companies seek new ways to increase efficiency in open markets. A tokenized reality would enable more transparent, easier to manage, more secure, faster, and less costly financial system with the potential for reduced systemic risk. The problem is that securing high quality tokenization is complex, and a single vulnerability can result in millions in losses for the token issuer. Creating a truly secure smart contract, then auditing and verifying it properly before finally deploying it across blockchains requires a deep understanding of smart contracts in addition to time and investments. And as we can see here, this is where Overledger comes in. Through their patent technology and experience of working with prominent institutions, we created a low-cost yet sophisticated tokenization engine so that you can increase liquidity by reaching new ecosystems, open new capital bonds by offering fractionalized assets and lowering entry capital requirements, improved efficiency by leveraging fast settlement and automation and traceability. So let's have a listen to this short video.
The world is waking up to the power of tokenization. From currencies to carbon credits, real estate to shareholdings, any asset can now be represented digitally by a token. Central and commercial banks, asset managers and companies of all sizes are embracing the benefits of these digital assets and improving liquidity, cost efficiency and transparency as a result. But until now, creating secure tokens and managing them required a high level of investment and specialist knowledge unique to each blockchain, and any mistake could expose your assets to risk. Now, with Overledger platform from Quant, you can create and deploy enterprise-grade secure smart tokens for any use case on any chain. All of this with zero coding, and your tokens will always be blockchain agnostic and behave as you determine. And there's no compromise on security or functionality. Overledger embeds trust and adaptability into the tokenization process of our function-rich smart contracts, so you can leverage the power of tokenization with confidence and create the future. Overledger Platform, the enterprise standard for building on blockchain.
Wow, need I say more? It doesn't get any easier than that. So I'm going to leave you with that now. Please subscribe, please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos, and drop me a comment. All the best, and I'll catch you later.